I'm Tony Sklar with bnetTV. We are here at Mobile World Congress, and I am speaking with Mr. Giordano from Marvell. How are you today, sir?
I'm doing very well, thanks.
Excellent. Listen, for all the bnetTV viewer land people out there, give us a brief overview of Marvell and why you're here at Mobile World Congress.
Sure, so Marvell's showcasing a number of technologies around our wired connectivity, wired lifestyle, mobility technologies here at the show. One of the things that we announced earlier in the week was a significant upgrade to our wireless combination radio portfolio. Marvell's been investing in combo radios for the last half decade or so, and the typical markets that we sell into have been smartphones, tablets, and other mobile devices. Over the last year or so, we've seen a trend with the wide adoption of not only Wi-Fi but also Bluetooth into things like digital televisions, Blu-ray DVD players, set-top boxes, and the like. So the market for combination radios is expanding very rapidly. Understanding this trend, seeing it coming, has caused us to significantly invest in that technology portfolio. So we've announced a number of upgrades to the devices that we build for combo radios.
So okay, I'm going to interrupt for just a second. Okay, so with so many different connected life devices coming into the market at a very fast pace too, right?
Absolutely.
We've been yammering on about it for a few years now, but we're there. That part is done. But we're seeing innovation on top of innovation on top of innovation, and it's getting those devices into the home and into the hands of the users. Sort of what are some of the challenges, and how's Marvell handling that?
So some of the challenges are around how do you make the technology that's available in these devices easy to use for the user. With Wi-Fi in particular, there's these kind of esoteric, very technical concepts around SSID, network name, or WPA2 passkey. For those of us in the industry, we're very familiar with these. We know how to use the technology. But how do you teach your grandmother or
my mom would be a really good example. At Christmas, I bought her a wireless home speaker, right? Yeah. And when something went wrong with the router, right, I was getting calls in Amsterdam, right? So it cost me $400 to fix a problem that. So you're right.
Exactly. So some of the areas where we are investing are to make it easier to use these technologies. So you mentioned, connectivity is becoming ubiquitous across this space. Every consumer electronic device is connected to the network. But if users aren't able to connect or have trouble connecting or don't understand the concepts needed to connect, then the technology is basically useless to them. That's why we're adding technologies like NFC to the combination radio. NFC, or near field communication, gets a lot of press around cashless payment and e-wallet type applications. What a lot of people don't know is that can be used as a secure out-of-band authentication channel for the other radios in the combo. So if you want to pair Wi-Fi to another Wi-Fi device or pair two Bluetooth devices, today you enter a passkey after finding the network. It's kind of a clumsy experience. With NFC, that experience becomes simply tapping the two devices together to one another. Much easier to use. Anybody can understand a tap here type protocol to connect the radio securely. And so as technologies like Wi-Fi and Bluetooth to continue to proliferate, and there are more and more users adopting the technology must get easier for those class of users that don't really understand the deep technical details of it. And that's why we're putting technology like NFC into the combo radio to promote ease of use with these other radios.
It's nice to see somebody using a piece of technology other than Bluetooth and Wi-Fi into that mix, because NFC, as you said, definitely the payment system was its first and foremost investment standpoint too, right? Because first investors for NFC were the credit card companies and the banks,
sure.
And the payment solutions is something that has always been at the forefront of NFC technology. Now I know that at the NFC World Congress, this past fall, we talked a lot about social functions for it, right?
Yeah.
Nice rolled out the first NFC, city to be able to maps and the buses.
Absolutely.
And so we're getting used to that type of technology. That is fantastic to see a company thinking outside of the box.
Absolutely.
Sort of outside of the box, in the box, to make the boxes work. Sure. It's great to see that.
And I think it's those type of use cases that are going to actually accelerate the adoption of NFC technology. Anytime you have a technology with a revenue stream attached to it, you get multiple competing interests, multiple ways to solve the problem. So the market for cashless payments is somewhat fragmented today. It'll take a while for it to mature, but that should not slow the adoption of NFC technology for the other types of usage models that we just discussed.
So, what are some of the things that you've seen within the market space in the last 6 months that you didn't really anticipate its original use for, and that have adopted the what the consumer is doing with it for the this ensuing next 12 months?
So I think location-based services are really big in the marketplace right now. Beyond just positioning, we're all familiar with using GPS to navigate for mapping functions. I think you're going to see that market mature significantly to the point where, based on location, we'll start to be able to do indoor positioning. So using a fusion of technologies beyond just GPS, Wi-Fi positioning, using sensors to navigate indoors. This opens up a whole new range of applications around location. For instance, you're in a shopping mall and you get a position fix, and the infrastructure understands you're out in front of your favorite store, and your cell phone is served a coupon from that store, driving business to the store. So I think we've a lot of times thought of GPS and location as a way to navigate. Now it's actually a way for you to receive services that are based on your proximity.
So geofencing and geolocation for sure is, gets talked about a lot. There are a lot of applications in the market space that are trying to do more and more. But the other side of that is that the mall example is a great example, but you have to have the retailers have to be able to push that marketing side of things. So it's great to have the technology, but it's useless technology if nobody is using it.
That's true, and that's why you have folks like Cisco and other major players in the infrastructure side partnering with retailers and application developers and the like to, build this infrastructure that will allow the experience that we just discussed.
Right. Okay. So let's sort of move it back to the home. You've got some, you've got great TV, great, fantastic TVs. I understand you're giving these away, which is great. No,
yeah.
I'm kidding. So tell me a bit about what we're seeing here and what you have to do with that.
Sure. So at CES, Marvell announced that we were partnered with Google to deliver the next generation digital television. This is a platform that Marvell has developed for the Google TV. It includes a TV SoC as well as Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connectivity. This is really the next generation of smart TV experience. I think if you look at the marketplace today, we've got to a point now where users are consuming media in many different ways, not just on a television, but on a tablet or a pad or a phone. And really, the idea behind a Google TV is to unify this experience, build this smart TV platform that allows you to participate in an application marketplace. The Android marketplace allows you to seamlessly share content from YouTube, share content between your phone and your TV. One of the technologies that we've been evangelizing over the last 6 weeks or so is called Wi-Fi Display. Wi-Fi displays this ability to move content that you have stored on a small mobile device like a tablet or a handset and stream it over Wi-Fi in real time to a larger display like a digital television. You can see this would have a tremendous amount of application to the Google TV platform. You've got an Android phone, it's got some user-generated photos or video content on it. You want to share that on the large screen, and you can do that with Wi-Fi display technology that the industry's been invested in, and Marvell's taken a leadership role in promoting.
Definitely talked about the industry. Us as the thought leaders in the industry have really talked about that as a group for the last few years. The ability to have anybody walk into your home and take their cell phone, which is your daily tool and use for your camera and your your videos and things like that. And you want to be able to share that more. And you don't want everybody huddling around your device.
That's
going,
right.
You want to see something funny, right? Or I got to hook it up to my TV. So it's great that is there at that point for that to ensue. That brings another whole aspect to the social level of the TV.
And what we've done in the context of the Wi-Fi Alliance is made this an open standard. So it's not just a Marvell phone to a Marvell-enabled Google TV. Any vendor investing in this technology will be able to get a certification that allows you to guarantee that experience can be shared among devices from disparate vendors. So when you walk into my home with your phone, and I have a digital television, which maybe has another vendor's wireless solution in it, that experience can still be shared.
Right, so it's immersive for everybody. Listen, I appreciate you taking the opportunity to speak with us here today at Mobile World Congress. Hope to get a chance for an update again in the future. Fantastic products, great company, and well-positioned in the marketplace.
Well, thanks so much for your time. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Been here at the Marvell booth, Mobile World Congress. I am Tony Sklar with bnetTV.